Welcome back, you bunch of friends. Now I feel like gagging repeatedly, so we're gonna check out some e-boys today. Let's look at some equally vapid male content, shall we? But before we do, don't forget, if you'd like to get early access to uncensored and extended versions of these videos, then you can click the link down below to go to Patreon, or you can click join to become an official member of this channel. So without further ado, let's get into the e-boy tag. I'm not looking forward to this. Do you know what the worst thing about this video is? And your mind is probably racing, like all these different terrible things. Do you know what the worst thing about this is? It's the fact that this has 477,000 likes. Why? Who knows? $1.9 million! Turns out that being attractive can actually just be content. You see, it's very difficult to ruin something as fundamental as being attractive. Fundamental in terms of being a very useful tool in order to do other things with your life. You're far more likely to get further because you're nicer to look at. People do actually treat you different. It's what liberals have coined as pretty privilege. That is something to get annoyed about because they likely don't have a lot of that now, do they? So in a hypothetical universe where God is real, he bestows upon an individual beauty. There you go. You're hot now. Go forth and do really cool things with this massive advantage you've just been given. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. In fact, I think we're just gonna use this and nothing else. Oh, are you sure? Because beauty does run out eventually. If you base your entire success off the fact that you're attractive, it does kind of go away as you age. Do you want to maybe think about that a bit more? Maybe use your attractiveness as a marketing tool for something else that you're working on that... No? All right, okay, yeah, okay. I recently learned what the Bop House was. How much time do you think they have? Put it into savings, ladies. Trust me. Oh my god, again! Because I didn't capture everything the first time, because there was just like so much going on. Why are they always on buses? Where are these e-boys going? Who's putting e-boys on a bus? I feel like this is not the first time I've seen e-boys on buses. What are you doing on there?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
This dude actually put hashtag e-boy on this stuff.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
I'm so confused as to what the e-boy aesthetic actually is. Because there doesn't seem to be any particular clothing style for it, or any type of music, to be perfectly honest. This seems to be like bands that look like this. That's what they listen to, I guess. But is it like a super exclusive club where you can only be attractive? Because I would like to apply.
I'm gonna be dressing as different aesthetics until I find my style. And today, we're going for the e-boy aesthetic. This is a type of aesthetic you
This lad is going to explain everything.
wear, where your whole entire personality is based off of you watching anime and playing video games.
Is that what it is?
If you wear this aesthetic every single day, you probably haven't touched grass in about 5 years. If you dress like this, your daily screen time is probably over 13 hours. Would I wear this aesthetic every single day of my life? Absolutely not. I don't even know if there's a right occasion for me to wear this aesthetic. And with all that being said, I'm gonna rate this aesthetic a 3.5 out of 10.
Oof, scathing. Damn, just found out I have an e-boy style. Well, don't worry, Fiend, we caught it early. Hopefully we can put you on the right track to recovery. Having long hair is a man. This is a photo. What you should have done is taken a photo. Yeah, it should have just been a photo, because how long do you reckon I could get away with doing that as a YouTube video? I'm just trying to really highlight the stark difference between making video content for TikTok and making video content for YouTube. These are not one and the same. And neither is the engagement, by the way. I fail. I struggle. I lack the ability to believe the engagement that some of these vacuous idiots actually get on this platform. There's no way. There's no way you have this many followers. There's no way there's this many idiot individuals on the planet that would be willing to click the heart button on something like this. I, for the sake of my sanity and my faith in humanity, will refuse to believe it, that this kind of stuff gets actual engagement and is not just a byproduct of the dead internet theory. And also, the primary objective of the CCP operating through TikTok, to try and destabilize the West. You can't tell me it's none of these things, because at least that stuff makes sense. People actually enjoying this kind of dumbass content is so emotionally distressing to me that I refuse to believe it. Let's go hang out on a multi-story. Oh, bring the guy that does the jump kicks. We're gonna need him for the aesthetic. What's this? What's this about? I've seen this before, and ladies lost their minds. Can I get a cool thing to do? This? Can I do that? Every time I whip this out, everyone cheers? Yes, line up, ladies. The man with the muscle strength of a gnat is going to do something with his belt, I guess. But don't struggle too much, sweetie. You will overpower him. Oh, corpse husband. Now, I have a couple of questions about corpse husband. Corpse husband disappeared entirely as the result of his face being leaked everywhere. Someone doxed him and found his face. But the narrative that's being spun everywhere, and I'm beginning to realize as to why, is that this guy is not him. That's not corpse husband, we've been told. And corpse husband has actually disappeared purely because he saw this as a warning and was like, they're gonna get it at some point and they're just gonna be mean and disgusting. Or maybe he was a gift from God and human beings have shown their sinful sides and therefore he has punished them, much like the Garden of Eden. You ate the apple, you f***ing slag. No more corpse husband for you. But here's my question. Okay. Did this guy, who apparently is not corpse husband, come forward and say, that ain't me, dog? Another question, and this one can probably be far more easily answered. Did corpse husband say this wasn't him? Because getting your face doxed and then disappearing kind of all points to this actually being this guy. Now, you're probably wondering, where did the narrative come from that this was not him? And because I don't really follow corpse husband too closely, I made a generalization based on the observation. And that was, ladies and their wet-ass panties could not handle the fact that this is what they were gooning over. They were so in denial about this being corpse husband that they basically just went, nope, not him. You can't tell me this is who I've been gooning to. I like... Shut up! I like this idea of... Do you know what? I don't know why TikTok does this. The space bar, you know, pause and play. Pause and play. And the arrow buttons, up and down, up and down. Sometimes the desktop UI just stops acknowledging the keyboard and I have to use the mouse. Super annoying. But I do like the idea of reducing a man to his physical traits. I think that's nice. I think it's healthy to be able to reduce a man to his sexuality, to his appeal, and appreciate those things. I think it's good. It is, however, intrinsically cringe. Don't be shy, tell me where you got the boots. Oh my god, really? Some people are incapable of Googling. It's amazing they even found the TikTok page. Hi there. Hi, where? Where are you? I could think of a few other things to call you, says Rania. So could I, actually. So could I. Like Cousin It, for example. I also like to think that's what he sounds like when he talks. Oh, it's these lads again. They stayed up on the multi-story and just shot another one. I think I've seen this porno. Yeah, this twink in the middle is about to get it. Oh, with the kicks again. We're doing the kicks. The next tutorial. How to do the Eboy flying kick. Who Benji Crawl. I don't know who the hell that is. But how are we supposed to respond to this? What is the expected reaction? Who the hell is Benji Crawl? Me before finding my girlfriend. Please tell me you got fat as f. It tends to happen. Still don't have a girlfriend. Oh my god. How bad does your personality have to be, man? Whenever you see an unattractive man with no girlfriend, you're like, I get it, right? You're unattractive. You have to have like a really spectacular personality if you're an unattractive man in order to get a decent girlfriend. Do be like that. It's a double standard. I'm not getting into it. But if you see an unattractive guy without a girlfriend, it's like, I get it. His insecurities has probably reduced his personality and his ability to present himself to the point where he's unable to actually get past the fact that he looks the way that he does, which of course is not appealing to women, so therefore, you know, he is alone. He is involuntarily celibate. But if you see an attractive guy without a girlfriend, it's like, oh man, is this kid like a Nazi or something? Look, I've been called the gothic Andrew Tate, which you guys got before GTA 6, by the way. But like, you have to be like the bad part of Andrew Tate to be good looking and have no bitch. You know what I'm saying? Hanging in the toilet. Outfit for the day. I love the trash can there and the urinals. It's great. Love the aesthetic.
So just remember, if you're
Oh, we got VR chat, you bitch.
on fire, stop, drop, and roll. One more time. Say it with me now.
Watch this be the example that proves me wrong, but you don't want to see the types of dudes that are doing this kind of shit. Someone had to. He spent time on this video. Yeah, that was Lizzo? That's what Lizzo sounds like? Lizzo in 2025? Oh, that was 2019. No, that's fine.
I am Drew, I am Danny, and we are not the same person. We may have similar lives, we may have similar wives, but we are different nonetheless.
I am struggling to see the difference between emos and e-boys / e-girls myself. And I've said this about emo before, and I would love to talk to someone about it, like another famous internet attention whore like myself, someone who's over opinionated and has a tendency to enjoy the sound of their own voice. But I would like to talk about what happened to emo, because it's not the same. It's not the same. Look, Zoomers, I know millennials make it look all cute and bubbly and quirky and cute, but it wasn't, okay? Emo was really not cute whenever it first started, or at least whenever it exploded in the mid-2000s. That shit was just toxic as I know you guys think it was all just Panic at the Disco and skinny jeans and Rar and Dinosaur and all that kind of crap, but it wasn't. Okay, there was a really dark side to emo, and it sort of preyed on the insecurities of teenagers. It was quite bad. It was quite bad, and I would if there's like a significant, in fact, I know of one person who would love to talk about it, but I would legit like to talk about what happened to emo, what it definitely used to be, and what it is now. And why there's like this weird, it's like Iron Giant, right? Oh, sure, the new Iron Giant hates guns and he's just here to have a good time with his best boy pal. But deep down, everybody knows what his original plan was. Man, these e-boys really are just the laziest bunch. They're always just so nonchalant, just lying around and lounging, reclined. But then you've got that bunch that's on top of the multi-story car park doing kung fu kicks, which sounds insane, but we saw that's what they were doing. It says a lot about the female fantasy that what they find attractive about this e-boy shit is that they're so nonchalant. They don't care. I don't care about you. Whatever, babe. You want to go out to your party? I don't care about your party. I'm just gonna stay here. Oh, you got a new hobby? Daddy doesn't care. Oh my god, he doesn't give a shit about me. I love it.
Take it all.
I'm sorry.
None of these are current, by the way. I'm noticing that a lot of this e-boy TikTok stuff is from like 2019, 2020. Is there no more e-boys? Was I correct? Did they become too old to do this stuff? Did they get girlfriends and get fat? Loaded diaper. Again, 2021. Is Eboy dead? Did I kill it? Did I kill Eboys? I hate what Eboys did to techwear. Again, even this is 2021. I do hate that Eboys made techwear gay. I hate that you made it gay. It used to be cool. And then you made it gay. And thank you so much for watching the video, everybody. If you'd like to watch the uncensored and extended version of this video, because it is still going, by the way, this is the end here for the free view, but if you remember, this continues on for another 5 minutes, then click join down below to become an official member of this channel, or follow the link in the description to go to the Patreon. But in the meantime, thank you so much for tuning into this video. My name is Jake Monroe. I had a great day today because I made it a great day, and I'll catch all of you next time. Bye-bye then.